Well, okay. Back in it to win it. We are... Excuse me, a little bit of dinner there. We are 35 minutes past the halfway point of this 24-hour marathon. Yeah, still feeling pretty good about my energy levels. Don't think I really have any undue cause for concern. There's always cause for concern as it gets later, but yeah. So I wanted to get into a game. Hello, Sam Rogers. Thanks for jumping into the chat. And Felty1 says, congrats on hitting 12 hours. Thank you very much. I wanted to get into Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous because I guess there's not really a good reason for it. I was thinking to myself, okay, well, before it gets too late, you know, you want to play the games that are going to require a little bit of thought or a little bit of focus or something. I'm not sure that this one qualifies. I think there are other RPGs that might require more thought or that would require less, and maybe that would be worse late at night. Maybe I would want something late at night that really requires me to engage. I don't know. What I do know is I haven't, I've been eating sugar, I've been sipping at one caffeine source all day, but I haven't really used much caffeine, and I think that I'm going to just feel free to use caffeine between now and about 10:50. That's about when I'm cutting myself off. I mean, technically it's 11 p.m. onward my time, so I'll definitely meet that cutoff. I've got an alarm set to remind me 5 or 10 minutes beforehand to down your last caffeine before 11. But anyway, my sister's going to be here a little bit. I'm going to turn this fan on so it's not oppressively stuffy in here, even though it will be anyway. I'm going to try not to turn on the fan too high because it can tend to blow on the mic, and I've got the pop filter here facing upward to help with that a little bit. The mic is far enough away from me that I don't need it to block my puffing air. But if you notice like a type sound, like the sound of specifically, wind blowing on the microphone, that more deep, full, sound, let me know, and I'll see if I can turn down the fan or adjust the pop filter or something. And of course, in general, any kind of technical stuff going on, let me know, and I'll see if there's something I can do about it. But we are into Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I didn't catch how many hours I've been in here, but let's do some leveling up before I head out. Nathan Orman says, well, you're... Oh. I think I'm supposed to say, whoa, you're halfway there, whoa, you're making us swear. Something like that, right? I should not have done that. Something like that. I think I applied the wrong melody to the lyrics at that particular point in the song. I am not a connoisseur and never have been of the popular music. Yeah, let's level up here. Hi. My oldest is staring at me. Okay. He's a fighter, so I want to progress in fightering. Let's just stick to the stats we love. Oh, that's it for our points. So next. Francisco Ruiz gives me a smiley face. Look at that, and that was free. Nobody had to hit a milestone for that. That was just... I'm just a generous person. I just give you things that you don't even know you want, but somewhere deep in your heart, it's fulfilling a need for you. I don't know. Yeah, okay, definitely to make level up choices at this point. I probably, would want to do it now at the latest. Let's try endurance. Let's try endurance. Sure. Good. Complete. Vincent has leveled up in class, and as a result, this character's number of attacks per round has increased. The base attack bonus is a stat that automatically increases as the character gains new class levels. This stat improves their chances of landing a hit on the enemy, and when it reaches certain thresholds, the character gains an additional attack per turn. Different classes increase their base attack bonus at different paces. Barbarians, fighters, monks, paladins, rangers, and slayers increase their base attack bonus the quickest, while wizards and sorcerers are the slowest. Okay. Man, I'm like, I don't know how many hours in. I think it's 10 more, probably, at this point. Still seeing tutorials pop up. Some of them I've seen before, but they're useful reminders. Francisco says, Pater, Jovi here. Well, hi, Jovi. Thank you for watching. Let's see here. Good. Next. I don't know. She's the cleric that I'm not planning on hanging on to. I think we're not going to get along. ElderAST is the party leader here, too. I just don't think... I don't want to put too much thought into her leveling up, because I think she's going to leave me at some point. Oh, remove disease. Okay, that could be handy. I could see that being handy at some point. All right, let's see. Good. Nathan Norman gives a slap to the face emoji, I assume, at what I said about the need I'm fulfilling for you guys. Listen, this is just the beginning. We're in the second half now. The filter, it gets dirty, I forget to change it, and stuff just starts coming out of me. So, buckle up. Good. Oh, Salos. Yeah, some of you guys remember Salos. This is kind of like an alternate reality Salos. He's a cleric. And so this is probably Salos more like he is in Spirit Blade: A World of Shadows, certainly, than not this present darkness. What's it called? Dark Ritual. I'm betraying my one of my early inspirations for sure there, though. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's just my audio dramas that I talk about sometimes and shamelessly plug. SpiritBlade.com. Free download day, November 12th, if you're watching this live. If you're watching the archive, you're out of luck, it's come and gone. Is she not leveling up? I want her to level up too. Activate level up. There we go. Good. And here, Ebony Ravenloft, she's my rogue. Man, they start you out in this game with like all the pre-built in-story companions that you can acquire along the way that I've been running into are like mixed classes. Excuse me. I had a good dinner. It's still working itself out. They're like mixed classes or classes I'm not familiar with. Just like weird. And I'm just like, no, listen, I just want a fighter, a wizard, a cleric, and a thief. That's what I want. That's what makes me happy in life. And I don't need these other things. I don't know how to use these other things. I'll double up maybe. 2 fighters. Ooh. Mix it up. But, oh, I guess I got another point I could spend. Can I boost that? No. But I, as quickly as possible, got rid of all those companions. I've got one left that's a cleric. Do I still have to allocate this one? Okay. Persuasion. Oh, let's you do... Oh, we did magic device. Max rank is 6. So I guess this is the only one left that I really want to put anything into. Okay. Oh wait, we're doing one of these. Fast stealth. That sounds useful, I guess. Good. All right. I'm missing some of this. But Nathan Norman says it's all downhill from here. He puts that in quotes. I don't know what that's a quote from, but yeah, probably. Downhill in some ways and freaking uphill in others. Alright, what's this guy? Oh, he's got like a master mythic rank up. That's what it is. Mythic ability. Abundant casting. Sure, that sounds nice. I'm just dragging him along because I'm doing his companion quest. I don't really want him with me. Okay, now let's rest. Oh, actually, hang on. We leveled up ElderAST. Let's make sure his spell book is... Oh, yeah, there's... Oh, wait, who's this dude? No. I wanted ElderAST. It's his spell book I'm prioritizing right now. Okay, look at all those open slots. Those beautiful, beautiful open slots. Okay, I'm going to give myself 1 Dispel Magic, just in case it's handy. And then we're doing 3 Lightning Bolts. It's a lot. Let's do lots of Lightning Bolts. I feel like Fireball I don't end up using as much as I think I will. What do we got here? Acid Arrow. We could do a bit more of that. I don't know if I want to summon things. Acid Arrow. That's 2d4 points of acid damage, and then it keeps going a little bit. This is what? 4d6. So that's like immediate gratification. I'm going to lean toward that a little bit more. Let's see, 3 of each. Let's just spread it out maybe. We'll do 4 of each. That sounds pretty good. I don't think I want to do these other ones that are here. Do I want more Burning Hands? Do I want anything else that's on this level? I don't think I need more Mage Armor. I don't think I do. That tends to last me a good while. But maybe just in caseies? Do 1 more just in caseies. And then 1 more Burning Hands, I feel like. So we have 3 Burning Hands, 3 Magic Missile, and then 1 more... 2 more Magic Missile. I like me some Magic Missile. It's a classic. Excellent. Okay. Oh. Gabriel Stinson says, starting Champions of Norath with my wife. Enjoy. Yeah, you're rocking the PS2, it sounds like. You texted me and showed me that picture of Dragon Quest VIII. So, very cool. Enjoy. Man, those are some classics. Love me some of those old school games. I kept playing my PS2 for a long time on a pretty regular basis, not as frequently as other consoles, but and I still have it in my mind. I bought recently an adapter because with my new setup I needed something a little bit different. But I bought an adapter so that I could play Shadow Hearts from the New World through PS2 on my new TV. And there's still some kinks I gotta work out. It's not ideal, but anyway, yeah. What was I doing? Okay, it's too early for that, Pater. He can't cast. What has she got? She can do something there. Let's, I don't need you to cure light wounds. I need you to, I guess, challenge evil, right? Let's do that. Alright, Salos, what do you got going on here? Oh, you've got a lot of slots you can fill there. Now, I don't need to do Cure Light Wounds because, as I learned, I can convert other spells in the same level to Cure Light Wounds as anytime I want. So I want these other things. Maybe, I don't know. Is that a sleep spell? No, it's Remove Sickness. That could be useful. What about some, a magic weapon? That sounds kind of useful. Do a couple of those, maybe? And then, I don't know, another Shield of Faith? Sure, we'll give it a go. Alright, what do we got here? I feel like more Cure Moderate Wounds. I don't think I can do the same conversion trick on this level, but I'm not sure. There'll probably be a tutorial that'll pop up and tell me that. Bone Shaker. Armor you wear no longer reduces your speed. You also reduce the armor check penalty by 1 plus 1 per 5 caster levels. Well, I want him to be able to use better armor, but I don't want to have to be dependent on casting a spell over and over again. Maybe Lesser Restoration. A couple of those. Sounds good. And, you know, let's just do more Cure Moderate Wounds. Oh, wow. Look at all that. Let's see. Remove Disease, remove Blindness, remove Curse. I don't know what I'm going to need. Dispel Magic. And then, 3 Cure Serious Wounds. Oh, that lasts an hour. You imbue a suit of armor or shield with an enhancement bonus of +1 per 4 caster levels. An outfit of regular clothing counts as armor that grants no AC bonus for the purpose of this spell. +1 per 4 caster levels. Oh. I don't know. I guess I'll do that. I don't know. Alright. Next person. Can't cast spells. Next person. I don't know, dude. I don't even want you in my party. I'm just using you for your quest. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Next. Boom, 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 boom. Next. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, good. So now that everybody's spells are slotted, we gotta sleep. Is no one doing alchemy? You gotta take a crack at it, dude. Everyone else is doing something. So I want you to at least try. Oh, wait, no, I don't... There's nothing I want you to make. Well, whatever. Rest. Rest. Good. Okay. Okay. I forgot to turn voices back on. Let me turn voices back on in a second here. Because I'm not going to want to read all the dialogue. I gotta start thinking about saving my voice a little bit. Alright, here we go. Okay. Whew. Hello, Spider Dan. Welcome to the chat. Let's see. Oh, okay, Francisco's taking off. Thanks so much for coming, man. We'll talk to you another time. Okay. We're going here, right? Yeah, I think so. Do you want to enter this location? I do. Oh, wait a minute. I meant the location I wanted to move. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait. Something is going on here. Maybe that was we were in the right place. Okay. An elderly man limps toward a grave and clumsily throws a handful of soil inside. How unfair. They were all so young. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They sacrificed themselves, and an old cripple like me still lives. An elven woman with her face bathed in tears steps up to the grave. She whispers, "The painting. It burned like everything else in the house. There's nothing left for me to remember you by. Nothing." A young man throws a handful of soil into the open grave and stands beside it for a while, lost in thought. Finally, he sighs and steps back. Sosiel throws a handful of soil into the grave in front of him. He takes a breath and prepares to speak, but it seems that he simply cannot find the right words. The cleric wipes his tear-filled eyes, gathers his resolve, and says in a gentle voice, "I wish you a warm welcome in Shaylin's realm. We will win this war, I swear to you. We'll banish this ugliness and evil, make the world richer, and let peace blossom in it. We'll make sure anything like this... He breaks into sobs mid-sentence, then falls silent without finishing his declaration. "They're dead! What's the big deal?" Sosiel is too absorbed in his grief to hear you, but the crowd responds with a disapproving grumble. "You've performed an evil action." "Whoa, what is that?" An elven woman shrieks in horror, disrupting the atmosphere of silent mourning. Her trembling hand points at something moving inside a grave. Suddenly, a corpse climbs out of the ground, wafting a horrible stench from its rotting body. Oh, it looks like Nathan's taken off too. Thanks so much for coming, Nathan. And I'll talk to you another time. It's a zombie run! Okay. Here we go. Oh, they're coming behind me. Let's see here. Let's get our mage armor on. First order of business, right? Okay. And now I'm thinking we fry these dudes. Nice. That one zombie lord walked right into it. That's worth doing Burning Hands again, I think. Yeah! With a heavy heart, Sosiel looks at the corpses of his friends, returned to rest by his own hand. What is this twisted mockery? Who could possibly... Wait, what's this? He bends down and recovers something from the ground. Oh, it's a quarter. I get to keep it. Take a look at this. Sosiel hands off a black onyx gem to you. Once precious, this stone is now covered in cracks, falling apart in your group as you examine the engraved Minotaur's head, the unholy symbol of Baphomet. The cleric's voice, perplexed at first, fills with rage as he speaks. Cultists. Simply murdering my friends was not enough for them. No, they had to come to the funeral and desecrate their graves. I'm waiting for these voice actors to take over. I did turn the voice acting back on. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, thanks, Nathan. That question from Spider Dan wasn't specifically directed at me, so I didn't respond to it. But let me, since you mentioned, let me see if I can make a comment on it. Oh, the question was... Oh, yeah, I gotta scroll up just a little bit. Hang on a second here. He says, howdy all. So I came across a video of a pastor in a bookstore criticizing witchy books and then came across D&D and called it demonic. Was curious as to reaction. And then Nathan added, I had no problem as a Christian pastor with Harry Potter books or D&D. And then said later, Pater has a bunch of great videos on the topic. Maybe Christian Geek Central has some title suggestions. Yeah. If you search for just the keyword magic on the Christian Geek Central YouTube channel, that'll take you to some topics about fictional magic, because there is a difference between sorcery in the Bible and magic that's in a lot of D&D and Harry Potter and stuff like that. However, I am willing to bypass that. Actually, that material is, I believe, presented by permission of our friends at Lorehaven. I used to convert some of their text articles into videos. So that was written by somebody at Lorehaven, those comments on fictional magic. I think I might have added some thoughts to it. But I would rather just pass by that and go straight to the more intense argument, which is, okay, can you, as a Christian, without sinning, play as an evil character in a game where that is mirroring real-world sorcery, you know? The heart of the issue seems to be, is it evil as a Christian to play evil characters in games? And now, obviously, I think that there's at least some degree of freedom to do that, because those of you who've been watching the live stream for a while have been playing an evil character in two or three of these games so far. And so it's a longer video. I think it's over 30 minutes, because I did want to try and treat it respectfully and as exhaustively, as thoroughly as I could. But that video is called "Can Christians Be Evil in Games?" And even though the title and the context is about games, it really is relevant to reading books about, magic and stuff, enjoying books about magic. Because I think if you can successfully make an argument that it is not necessarily sinful to play yourself as an evil character in a game, then if there's a argument strong enough to make a case for that, then I think surely the same argument would apply when you're taking in passive entertainment, like reading a book, where you are not in any way attaching yourself to the character and making those choices, those simulated choices and things like that. So, can Christians be evil in games? That video has a wide range of application outside of games to all interacting with all kinds of geek entertainment that involves characters, whether portrayed by others or by ourselves, that are committing sin. So, can Christians be evil in games would be the first place I would recommend you go. All right. Thanks for that question. Great question. Continues to be of just timeless relevance to us as Christian geeks. Let's see. I don't know, I just feel angry. They will pay for everything they have done when we find them. You're right, they can't be far. We can't allow them to torture anyone else this way. Wait, the townspeople fled the undead without knowing they have a traitor among them. Wherever they are, they're in great danger. We must find them. Alright, listen. These voice actors need to start pulling their weight. I guess maybe they didn't do a ton of voice acting, just some here and there. It was kind of selective. Hey, my sister Karyne's here! Yay! Alright, let's make sure there is room. I'm going to take just a minute and get her set up with a game that she can play if she wants to. And to make sure that she can also be seen on camera.
I still scared Asher, even though you told me I could just walk in.
Oh no.
Poor guy jumped out of the couch right quickly, but he's good.
So you can sit in this chair,
okay.
yeah. Yep. And I want to make sure that you can be seen. You'll be sitting back just a little bit. Oh, let me help you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where...
Do you want the black tray table, or do you want me to just pull this forward more? I could pull this forward, and I don't need all the things that are on there.
Sure. I mostly just need room for that.
Okay.
I typically get soda at Sonic, because I use their order ahead feature and it's half price.
Oh.
But their order ahead feature is down right now.
Oh.
So I had to go to Circle K. So then instead of spending, because I didn't want to spend $3 on a soda.
Okay.
So then I spent $4 because I saw nacho cheese and chips.
I was wondering, you've got this like pool of cheese.
They didn't have the cups that they're supposed to have, so I instead got that. And,
this is great.
Yeah, it's a nice. I always want to make sure you have enough. I'd rather have leftover.
Oh, for sure.
Than have chips left over and I run out of cheese.
It was nice to just see your little paper bowl of cheese, though, and no other chips.
Ask some questions. Like, you're just waiting to see, what is that about?
Did you happen to bring your own headphones?
I did. I'm actually, shout out to Garrison, who's probably watching.
Oh.
He's letting me use his.
Oh, nice.
Because all of mine now have like plugins for the iPhones, which I don't think are going to be compatible with whatever you're running.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just using like these standard old school deals here. So then, let's see, how long is your...
This one.
Okay, I think that'll
Let's do that. As long as it doesn't drip in the cheese, I don't think
I think
Garrison would like that.
I think you're good.
I haven't actually used these before. I don't know if there's a right or left side.
So, let's see.
Left, there it is. I don't know. I don't like how noise canceling these are, but I can put them over one ear. I might eat first anyway. Priorities.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been here since you did all like the extra lights. Now it really feels like we're on display.
No, I had these lights before. Like these two?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Like 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm. I've had these since we moved in. I had them,
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Oops.
Cheese.
Okay.
There's cheese here.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Well, you're the one who's going to be sorry if your controller falls in my cheese.
Okay.
It's working.
Cool.
Here up.
Okay, so this is your volume.
Okay.
But try to point it at my TV because it's the same brand as my other TV.
Ah.
So if you point it there, hopefully it won't control my volume as well.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Bummer. These don't taste as good as I wanted them to.
All right, so can you see, I know this isn't ideal, but can you see your TV okay?
Yeah.
And then mine for context enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Your voice is sounding a little fatigued.
I think I just got what Mom has, you know? Like over time my voice gets fatigued.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get this crud that kind of went through us? No?
Mm-hmm. No, I've had some allergy issues this week though, so that's probably contributing to it.
Okay. Joel Nelson says, hello, Karyne.
Hi, Joel.
Yeah, you don't have to worry. I'll read anything. That's you don't need to squint and...
Oh, my eyes aren't that bad. I was just trying to remember where it's at on your screen.
Oh, maybe I'm just thinking of Holly. She was like, I don't have my contacts in, so you're going to have to read...
Garrison or Silas. I'm assuming it's Garrison.
Okay.
Is on my account.
Yeah, so Karyne Norton is not in the chat. She's sitting here with me, but evidently some of her kids are using...
That's funny.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was logged in on that computer. I should probably log myself out at some point so they don't have access to my account all the time.
Now you guys won't be able to see it on the stream. It's just for her enjoyment, and you won't be able to hear her game either. But I set up my PS2 with my smaller TV and put Spyro the Dragon on there, which was the last... would you say that's the last video game you really got into, on a console anyway?
Yeah, so the last time yeah. I mean, I played through Chrono Trigger again on my iPad.
Oh, okay.
More recently. And Earthbound.
But those grabbed you on their original consoles.
Yes,
yeah.
Yeah.
So like this was the last kind of new console experience you had, and like it was because you were babysitting some kids that had it.
But then I borrowed it. Did I buy it and give it to you when I was done with it?
I think something like that. Like you bought it for me to keep here for you to use.
Oh, yeah. That sounds right. I know I bought it when I was pregnant with Silas.
Okay.
Or Garrison, I think Silas. Because I I worked night shift, so then when I wasn't working, I had trouble sleeping.
Okay.
So I would just play all night long.
Well.
I got good at it.
Did you beat it? Did you ever beat that game?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't ever get all of the dragons and gems. Like
all the collectibles?
Yes.
Okay.
I never did do that.
Okay.
There's a couple that I had to, like, Google how to get them, and I still couldn't get them.
It was on sale, and I couldn't quite bring myself to spend my fun money on it. But there was a sale on the remastered trilogy of the Spyro, the Dragon-like trilogy that...
I don't know if I would like the others, though. Aren't they quite a bit different?
I don't know, but at least it was like $15. It's just a little bit. It's like between 15 and 20. Maybe it's like $17.99 or something. I was like,
How much am I worth to you? $12? Would I have been worth $12?
Yeah, maybe.
$10?
Yeah. I will.
That's my value
Listen,
in your eyes.
next time it goes on a deep discount, I will probably pull the trigger because I did regret it a little bit when I realized you were going to come here and I was going to set up Spyro for you. It's like, oh crap. Oh well.
You still have Barbie?
I still have Barbie. Yep. So.
That's probably too hard to set up though because it's a different system.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If you want to play Barbie, I've got the Retron 5 down here.
I could change my mind.
Yeah, just let me know.
I brought my computer too, not to work, but well, kind of. I've gotten into AI art, artificial.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't gotten into it, but as a tool for creating my characters.
Oh, okay.
Faces.
I thought you were talking about
scenes.
Okay, because it's been making. I mean, it's been making headlines.
Midjourney especially is very a big one, but I don't do Midjourney. But I really like seeing the pictures people make on them.
Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see. Can I not open this? Is somebody going to open this? There we go. Alright, the half-rotten corpse of a woman shambles out of the crypt. She leers at you with her empty eye sockets and croaks out a few words. Thank the gods and thank you too. I knew this was going to happen someday. It buried me alive. Who are you? Baroness Ninel Bollard at your service. The dead woman bobs a clumsy curtsy, her legs barely supporting her. My estate is not too far from here. Let me assure you that all of you are always welcome there, assuming you are properly attired.
I don't want to tell her she's dead? Yeah, that's
I hate to break it to you, but you're actually dead. How dare you? What utter foolishness! Do I look like a corpse to you? No. You forget yourself. You should be ashamed to say such things to her. The dead Baroness wags her finger at you in a chastising manner, but cuts herself short, staring at her own hand in horror. What? How? This simply cannot be. I shan't permit it. I'm afraid it's true. I'm truly sorry this graveyard was desecrated by a necromancer. It seems that he disturbed your rest as well. Dead woman covers her face with what remains of her decaying hands. So I died, but even in death, the accursed servants of the abyss torment me. Can nothing be done? Perhaps you could... Alright, let's, lay the undead to rest. I don't think I can profit in any other way. How did you awaken? Do you remember anything? Would you like to pass along any words of comfort to your friends or family while you're here? Well, rest in peace. Oh, I thought I was going to kill the undead. I thought that's what it meant, like, lay to rest. Thank you. Do feel free to take my burial jewelry. Those pieces are dreadfully out of fashion where I'm going anyway. Okay, great. That's all I wanted. Just wanted to benefit. Oh, I did kill her. Okay, great.
Wow.
That was one of my guys. She was already undead, so, you know, you gotta make her really dead. I'm playing an evil character. Oh, you're...
That's the little guy that chases.
Oh, okay. Ugh, obnoxious.
Well, it's only like once in a level, or once in a group of levels.
Oh, okay. Oh, more baddies. Zombie Lord. Alright, that was easy enough. I'll take that. So...
Is there like paint there, or what's...
What's that?
I mean, I see blood, but what's the other stuff? Paint?
I think those are leaves. Oh, the black stuff. Maybe that's undead person blood? That's what it looks like. I'll bet it's like black blood of the undead. Why is their blood different? Because they're undead. So, before I forget to ask, regale us with your adventures in writing. And what's your...
Just keep chugging away at it.
Karyne started a newsletter thing. I don't think you're announcing anything in terms of timing right now, are you?
No, my timing's up in the air.
Okay.
I don't want to start until I know I can consistently put books out. I don't want to
Yeah.
be that person who publishes a book and then they're
Yeah.
like, I can't get the next one out yet.
Yeah.
Just wait. 2 years later.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah.
You know.
But you have a website you've been directing people to. You have that interactive thing that kicks off your mailing list. I don't know if that's still up. But like where... why don't you just at least share the kind of... the genre of fiction that you're working on, and then anything beyond that you want to say, and then tell people where they can go to like find out more.
There's nothing really yet.
Oh. Okay.
I write fantasy, epic fantasy. I also write science fiction. I'm not working on that right now. But yeah, I don't really have much interesting stuff to share yet.
Okay.
People's stuff.
Okay. So where, if people wanted to kind of track and just snoop around at what you got up right now representing you, where would they go?
My website, which is being redone.
Oh, okay.
So it's
don't...
there.
So...
It doesn't look good yet.
Okay.
But it's just my name. KaryneNorton.com.
Karyne Norton. Karyne Norton.com. Alright. I thought you'd have a little bit more to share, but that's okay.
It feels very salesy. And I don't even have anything to sell.
That's alright.
No.
Well, I look forward to hearing, like, well, I know some stuff. I'm not going to say it, but look forward to getting closer to...
What do you know?
I know a little bit more about Timetable than, you're sharing.
I mean, I would like to do a Kickstarter next year.
Okay.
Probably in the late summer, early fall timeframe.
Okay.
I have a cover designer I'm working with right now to make covers. And my book was supposed to be given to my editor this week, but I wasn't done, and I found out she's sick anyway, so she's like, take your time. So, yeah.
So what's the family been up to today?
We had a baseball game in the morning and a basketball game in the afternoon.
Okay.
That's pretty much every Saturday of my life.
I'm feeling a little bit sleepy. I've been doing good up till now. I started getting a little bit sleepy.
When do you get your energy
after
drinks?
Well, I'm not doing energy drinks. And because we reached a certain fundraising milestone, I'm not having any caffeine after 11 p.m.
Why?
Yeah.
Why'd you make that a milestone?
I don't know. Because I didn't want to, I wanted to do something, because it's going to require me to be creative to stay awake. I've got an extra pair of frozen socks ready to go. And if I use that and still need more, I don't know, I'll go get bags of ice or something. I don't know what I'll do, but it'll be creative, and people will probably enjoy me torturing myself to stay awake. Or just losing my mind and getting bonkers. But it was either that or, like, I didn't want to schedule another live stream, as a unlockable thing, because I've already done more live streams this year than I've ever done before, and, like, I put them up in 1 hour chunks on Thursdays, and I already had about enough live stream content to last those Thursdays throughout the whole year. And with the extras that I did this year because of unlocks from last year's marathon, I'm like behind, kind of like in keeping up. So, Where'd she go?
You have people talking to you.
Oh, sorry. Okay, hang on. Let me heal my lady. Tim O'Donnell says, is ElderAST truly evil, or is he just self-serving? Oh, he's evil, and I
thought you said something else.
And I mean, I think self-serving very often is sin or evil, especially if it's like prioritized, more than it should be. So, yeah, he's evil. Let's see. Spider Dan says, when did this game come out? Never heard of it. It came out on PC, I want to say 1 or 2 years ago, and it just came to consoles about a month ago. And that's really the way I prefer to play it. I love this type of game, real time with pause, D&D style RPG, but I just don't want to play it with keyboard and mouse. Alright, did I fulfill his quest? That's what I need to know, because I'm going to dump this guy back at my base as soon as I can get rid of him. Companion quests, here we go, let's see. The cultist who reanimated the corpses of Sosiel's friends cannot have gone far. He is still lurking somewhere nearby, and the townsfolk have no idea how dangerous he is. He must be found before he unleashes yet more horror. Well, that doesn't tell me where it is. That is a problem with this game, is that it can be frustratingly unclear kind of what to do next. Ooh, this looks promising though. Yep, okay. What? What?
Nothing.
Because I acted like I didn't know what to do next, and then I immediately knew what I was doing?
I was just thinking about when I lean forward and take my drink, I feel a lot closer to you, like my chewing might be annoying.
Oh.
But then I think about your chewing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You're a loud chewer.
Yeah, I am. We've covered this ground before on a stream.
Have we?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Then I won't bring it up again. All right.
Let's see. Wow, what? The voice actors are just not doing their jobs.
Entering down.
Oh, hey, you bone. He's gonna bring up more dead for me to kill.
Is my old game still saved on here?
Yes. Yes, I have a memory card plugged in, and so you're ready to pick it up from where you left it off 2 or 3 years ago, whenever that was.
Oh, I didn't get very far. Gotta fix that.
Oh, there's bad guys back there. Okay. ElderAST, let's see. What are we doing here? Do we got mage
You
armor?
were saying that. It's so weird. It sounds like you're calling him a name.
ElderAST? What does this sound like?
What do you think it sounds like, Peter?
Like elder, like without the T at the end?
Yes! Can you emphasize the T a little more, please?
I guess I can. People,
Make this family friendly.
those who have, no, the family friendly block was 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. this morning. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, those who, I play as this character in many games, and
oh, you named it.
yeah, I named him. Yeah.
What does it mean?
It's supposed to evoke a sense of old and wrathful. ElderAST. You know, this kind of like, it's just kind of hinting at those sounds, elder and wrath. So
Why not ElderAST?
because that's a little too on the nose.
How does AST say wrath?
It doesn't say it, it evokes it. It subconsciously suggests it.
Oh, I should probably listen to what they say.
Oh, let's see here. Okay, so he's got his mage armor on. I need to... Oh, crap. What is happening? Oh, that's not what I... Okay, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Burn him, ElderAST. ElderAST.
Oh, I know why I didn't get far last time. I think I was trying to get all the gems.
Oh. And you got frustrated and quit or
No,
something? Or
I
you
think
just
I,
went slower?
Yeah,
because of that.
I played
yeah.
it slower and tried to take my time.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna go as far as I can this time.
Yeah. See the world.
Although I like collecting the gems.
Let's see here. Tim O'Donnell says we need some ice chewing ASMR.
Ice chewing.
Yeah.
Is that something else you do?
No, I don't. But I mean...
Oh, he's suggesting.
Yeah, he's suggesting it since I'm a loud chewer. That's Tim O'Donnell's suggestion.
I thought it was to help you stay awake because of the frozen
Oh.
socks. That's
Oh, no. Have you heard of ASMR?
No.
It's like a... I don't know what it stands for, but it's like... The idea is it's like a sound that you listen to that is somehow soothing or some kind of like experiential in some way, meditative or something. And some people will record themselves speaking at a very soft level. This very kind of soft, intimate sound, and that's kind of like an ASMR thing.
I just listen to Rain on YouTube.
Yeah,
So.
that'd be my go-to as well. Tim O'Donnell says, Christian Geek Center is going to need a spittoon trying to say ElderAST's name now. I might. At least when Karyne's around. I'm going to slack off when she's gone again. I surrender, stop. I give up, don't hit me. The young man in black robes throws his hands up in a dramatic gesture. You rat, how dare you. Suddenly, Sosiel becomes a totally different person. Oh. The artist's delicate... We said oh at the same time.
Did we?
Yeah, but for two different reasons.
I think mine's too loud. I have to concentrate harder to hear you.
You don't have to hear me.
Well, then I realize you're talking to me, and I'm like, oh,
You're
I should listen.
affecting my volume. Point it over there.
How do I
Just
point it?
be more
Okay.
intentional about pointing.
I thought I was.
Let's see here. Suddenly, Sosiel becomes a totally different person. See, if he becomes a totally different person and not such a nice guy, then he might fit in with my crew. The artist's delicate hands clench into fists while his voice comes out as a menacing roar. He leaps at the necromancer and breaks his nose with a single blow. You scumbag, I remember you. You came to our temple begging for healing just a month ago. We fed you, we shared our table with you and took you in. Then I don't even know what I'm going to do to you. Skin him alive. We will fry up the leavings for dinner. Stop it, I surrender, Sosiel ignores the necromancer's cries of pain, punching him right in the teeth. The necromancer spits blood but continues fighting past the wild blows to his increasingly bruised and busted face. You are a priest of Shaylin. I've surrendered, so you have to spare my life. Your goddess demands it. Let's see here. Don't listen to him. Hit him some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sosiel looks at his bloodied hands in horror and pushes the battered cultist away. No, I am human, not a demon. I must not succumb to this blind rage. Well, then you're useless to me. I had absolutely no idea there was so much rage in me. It's a shame, a disgrace, but I must admit that I enjoyed beating him. Forgive me for letting you see me like this. It should never have happened. Sosiel wipes the Are you a little bit more impressed with my deep voice right now?
I'm not.
Because I think I can do this character justice a little bit better right now at this point in the marathon. It should have never happened. Sosiel wipes the necromancer's blood off his knuckles and steps away from him. You are the commander and he is your captive. It's up to you to decide his fate. I surrender here. Take everything I've got. Just don't kill me. Oh, man. Finish him, Sosiel. Kill him.
I'm gonna die.
I can see how much you want to. We're going full-on Palpatine here. Cleric shakes his head stubbornly. No, I am weak and sinful, but not to this extent. How would I dare touch the holy symbol of Shaylin again after killing him like this? Well, let's see here. Oh yeah, Spider-Dan clarifies it's soothing sounds, ASMR, soothing sounds that give you goosebumps or something, or puts you to sleep, so I wouldn't recommend that tonight, LOL. Hey, Adam Collings is back. He says, I'm back. G'day, Karyne. He's from Australia.
What time is it there?
I don't know. Adam, what time is it there right now? I know that he was with us at the beginning of the stream, I think early. He usually is, and then he goes to sleep. And then, usually towards the end of the marathon, he goes to bed again. Like, he goes to bed twice during my marathon. I find it offensive. Joel Nelson says, thanks, Karyne. I'm never going to hear that name the same way again.
Sorry. I ruined it for everybody.
Oh, cool. Adam says, my wife sang on stage at church this morning for the first time in 20 years.
Oh.
Wow. That's cool. Let's see here. So he's not going to keep punching him.
Oh, no.
So send a messenger with orders to imprison the cultist. He's deeply punished to the fullest extent. I don't care what anybody thinks I should do to him. I choose. Then I condemn him to death. His sentence will be carried out immediately, and his possessions will be mine. Oh, please, listen, you silence the necromancer forever with a single well-aimed blow.
How do I get over this?
Sosiel bows his head. May the goddess forgive him, for I will not. He looks at you. Thank you for taking this sin upon yourself. Speak for yourself. Sosiel examines the devastated graveyard, then diverts his attention to the terrified townspeople. It's all right, you're safe now. We should bury the bodies again.
Oh, yeah.
This is a place of peace, and we must not leave it desecrated like this. The townsfolk are clearly terrified of even looking at the fallen undead, but Sosiel's soft words reassure them. As they work together, the graveyard soon regains its tranquil appearance. After a prayer, Sosiel bows his head before the graves of his friends for the last time. May the eternal rose grant them peace at last. Let's be on our way. We have many more innocents to protect from the horrors of this war. Well, I don't know. I'm dropping you off back at base, man. You're a drag. You're a drag on my whole agenda.
There.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Oh, I hear him. He's here. Ugh.
That the little dude?
Yeah.
And what's his deal again? What does he keep saying and why?
He's got like an egg or something in there, and he's... Oh, gosh. It's not what I wanted to do. And you have to catch him.
Is he part of what you have to deal with to get all those gems?
Yeah,
Okay.
or like there's eggs that you get.
So you don't need to deal with him to beat this level?
No.
Okay. So I guess you are sticking around for some gems.
Well, I mean, you gotta chase the guy if you're gonna play the game. Oh, man. What happens if I go the other way?
Oh, Adam Calling says 1:30
I
p.m.
just died.
So 1:30 p.m. on Sunday.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Let's see here. So we're down there. I don't know, what is this location? What do you mean, do you want to enter this location? Is this a fortress city that is how the first
Oh, I'm gonna get him. Oh, I didn't.
Okay, this is my base. So yeah, we're going back to base. We're dumping Sosiel.
Gosh, I'm gonna die.
Boy. I've got like this. I'm like, you ever had one of those colds where like you're done and it's over, but like you have a cough that hangs on for like 2 weeks? That's where I'm at. It's a bit lame.
At least you can still smell and taste.
Oh yeah, are you still?
I got the egg.
Are you still?
It's now a weird taste.
So Karyne had
And
COVID at a second time, and how long ago was that?
June.
June. Okay. And since June, has not been able to smell or taste. Although
Wow.
that's been changing.
It changed the beginning of October. I thought I was getting it back.
Oh.
I got really excited.
Uh-huh.
But everything just smelled a little weird.
Okay.
And now I'm realizing that's just how my nose intakes everything now. Is like this gross, chemically, plasticky type of smell.
man.
So
So when you got like the nacho cheese and the chips, is that more
Yeah.
for the texture experience or spiciness?
No, so
or?
some things I can taste, but I'm noticing that the things I taste the most are things that I have eaten the most or I'm most familiar with. So I think it's more of like a psychological memory thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's why I said this was a little disappointing. It wasn't as good as I hoped because it's just not strong enough in my memory, I guess.
Yeah. How do you do with, like, does spicy food stand out anymore? Or like,
not necessarily. But I mean, we have a salsa that I make, and I think I taste that pretty good because I made it so much. So it's in my memory.
do you think you'd be immune to, like, really spicy food?
No, sorry. So when I taste stuff, I always get a sense of salty, sweet, spicy.
Okay.
So, like, I can tell what would that be, like, genre of food? I don't know what the right word is for that.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Okay.
So, and, like, you know, with the rain we've been having, everyone's like, oh, the rain smells so good. And I'm like, oh, it smells like chemical crap to me.
Yeah.
So.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I feel like, I mean, this has got to be like some form of progression, right? To smell something gross instead of nothing.
I would think so, yeah. I would think so.
We'll
and
see.
You've heard what about kind of like the how long this can take?
The last time I was looking it up, I think it's like 80-something% of people get it back within 4 months, and now I'm outside of that range.
Okay.
And like 95% get it within a year.
Okay.
So I'm in the smaller percentage.
Okay.
I mean, hopefully I won't be in the 5% who goes beyond a year, but we'll see.
Oh, dang it. Why didn't it let me into my base? I want to go to my base. Come on now. Where are the locations? They're...
Oh, what is this guy?
The locations are not appearing. The locations are not appearing. What the crap? Oh wait, do I need to... No, that's not it. Change the... Managing your party's unavailable. Select location. What the heck? Normally on this map, guys, there's like... See this node up here? It says Northern Gates. Normally there's nodes all over this map with different locations that are all part of this larger kind of city area. So I don't know if this is a bug or if I'm at a part of the story where I can't go back into these places that I was at before or what. But I really want to get rid of that Solius dude. This is upsetting. Show location names on. Run down, show movement armies on. Wait, R1. Oh no, that's not helping me either, dang it. Okay, I guess I gotta leave. I don't know what's happening. Rugged Warrior says, I hate those thieves in Spyro.
Yes. They are annoying.
And Spider Dan says, that stinks. Sorry to hear that. I think the problem is that it doesn't stink. Yeah, okay, sorry. That was terrible.
I mean, there are some advantages. Like, I have two boys that are 13 and 11, and I don't have to smell them when they're doing sports and stuff.
Yeah, I suppose.
And I have a 4-year-old who still needs help in the bathroom. So, you know, again, I don't have to smell her. So there are pros.
Oh, I can change my group out here. Okay, so for some reason it's not letting me go back to the town, but at least I can change my group out. So who do I want in that spot instead? I want Rand back in that spot. Or Galvanic, that's what I named him. Okay, we're gonna level up this dude. Now, he is my kind of crowd control wizard. I do sometimes like to have multiple of the same class, but that's serving in different roles. So ElderAST is always going to be like my damage dealer, just like elemental, explodey, destroy everything.
Oh.
But I'll like having another wizard along that can like put them to sleep or buff or debuff and different stuff like that. Okay, so next.
Oh, I needed that.
If you guys would like me to turn up the microphone at all, I know that I'm a little further away from the microphone. My voice is also just more subdued right now. Karyne's speaking fairly subdued, so if you would like the volume turned up, just say the word, and that's easy to do.
Or I can talk really loud.
Jeez.
Is that what you want?
No, you're fine. You're fine. That's what all this crap and cords and wires and stuff is for, so we don't have to do that. Let's see. Deep slumber. That sounds good.
Oh no.
Next. Oh, there's another. I need to choose another spell. Okay. Greater magic weapon. That sounds good. Next. Incomplete.
Oh gosh.
Excellent. Okay. Let's check your spell book out, and then we'll rest again.
No.
Oh man, I've hardly done any of his spell stuff. So let's give you another mage armor. Enlarge person sounds good. Sleep, definitely. Let's do another sleep. Let's do another enlarge person. Gosh, what else?
I already killed him.
I guess another cause fear could be nice. Let's do one more enlarged person. Got a bunch of big dudes in our party. Web. Let's get a few of that. Protection from alignment. Bull strength. Maybe one more bull strength? Yeah, one more bull strength. Alright, now... Deep slumber. Oh, greater magic weapon. Dispel magic. Resist energy, communal. Deep slumber. And one more greater magic weapon, I think. That'll do.
Oh my gosh, there's another one of those guys. Maybe there is one in every single thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's my alchemy dude. Rest. Rest.
This is not the end. Canabras did not fall. It will survive this and be rebuilt. Better than before.
Alright, well, there's one voice actor that decided to show up and do their job. Alright, I think it auto-saved, but I'm gonna manual save. Feels safer that way. Safer. Safer. You're safer with me, Robin. This is a pretty good Batman, right?
Yep.
Robin. Robin, get in the car.
I feel like you're trying to sound more like Alec Baldwin.
Robin. Like Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
He might have been a good Batman. He did The Shadow. I liked him in that. Back in the day. You never saw The Shadow? You did. You must have. That must have been one of those movies you watched with me at some point.
You think so?
Yeah.
Doesn't even sound familiar.
Really? It's like a 1930s Prohibition era guy who could make himself kind of seem invisible or blend in with the shadows, kind of mess with people's minds a little bit.
This does not sound familiar.
Really?
Really?
Okay. Interesting. What am I doing here?
How do I get over?
I just rested. Did I don't know. I must have just hit a button
Ooh.
automagically.
So close.
Alright, except that's good. Wait, do I have a cleric to replace? Oh no, our paladin. I don't have a paladin yet. That's kind of what I'm saving up for right now. I want to replace Sela with one of my own. These are all custom people that I chose their alignments, and they don't have any dumb little stories that are going to make them betray me if I start acting a way they don't like. So I can be however I want, because they respond to the coin that I gave them, and they will stick with me to the end because of that coin. Whereas all these people, they all got their issues. They all want me to be nice to them, do the things they like, treat them the way they want, give them the things they want. And I'm not into that. I keep them around, and I'll take XP from their companion side quests. But I don't want them for anything else. Let's see here. Spider Day in 1985 says, what darkness lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Absolutely, there you go.
It's gotta be here.
Garvik says, you're tired, huh? I am, but I'm more vocally tired right now. I am feeling tired, but more like not energetic rather than feeling like sleepy at this point.
Do you ever get up and run laps?
No, someone suggested earlier that I do a few burpees to get some energy, and I'm like, I think that's just gonna suck the life out of me. I'll do one burpee, I'm like, marathon's over, guys.
Oh, that's how I gotta do it.
Magic anomalies are common in the world of Galarian. So common that the use of the word anomaly itself is questionable. A regular city dweller will encounter a chaotic manifestation of supernatural power at least once in their lifetime. One might naturally assume that the strange sky, the ghostly fire from rifts in the ground, the rain of eyeballs, all that the world wound is known for, should find some purchase in the mortal mind, but even the most worldly of travelers feel uneasy at its borders. Why? Perhaps instinctively they understand that this place is not merely a magical wasteland, but a wound, an ulcer, through which the world itself bleeds into the abyss. The commander and his that's me. The commander and his army walk up the high bank of the West Selling River.
ElderAST.
Yeah, ElderAST, yes. But I embody ElderAST. We walk up the high bank of the West Selin River, where it draws near the border of the World Wound. The soldiers' feet halt unbidden. On the other bank rises a series of cliffs too regular in shape to have been formed by wind or water. The sky hangs over their sharp edges in sickening bends, the shade of Mercury on the horizon rising to dirty rust. As it arches above the soldiers' heads, it regains its familiar azure hue. A whisper sweeps through the ranks and soon turns into a grumble. The commander gives a signal to wait and climbs to the highest point along the bank. There he decides to... look around, I guess. There's strange movement in the sky. Black clouds twist into funnels and turn a sickly yellow. The brooding storm is on this side of the river ahead of the army. Avoiding the strange phenomenon will hardly be possible. The commander decides to set an example for the army and lead the march. Lines of soldiers step warily beneath the shroud of low black clouds. It's like the world wound has reached out a finger into the lands of Mendev. The gesture seems eerily harmless, but then the clouds come to life, shooting out howling tornadoes, one after another. The tornadoes come from all sides, from ahead, behind, and right above the soldiers' heads. The commander walking in front sees the danger at once and gives the order to close ranks and march faster. Ducking low to the ground, he runs headlong into the elemental chaos. The howling tentacle of a tornado falls from above, but the commander has managed to build up momentum, and he tears himself through the whirlwind and keeps moving. The power of the elements on one side of the scales, the soldiers' faith and inspiration on the other. It's plain to see which is greater. The determined army runs the gauntlet of tornadoes. The struggle lasts over half an hour, but the army's only losses are a few bags of supplies and a dozen hats whipped off into the sky. After stopping to catch their breath, the soldiers continue on. Their first encounter with the world wound has ended in their favor. Alright, got 24 XP, plus 10 morale. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's go ahead and save. That's right, Tim O'Donnell. The shadow knows what Karyne does not. What's the word here? Oh, I need Sela for this? Oh, no, I've got Sela. Okay. Let's do that. Yeah, I want to enter this location.
Is there no sound to this game you're playing?
There is.
Oh, but it's in your ears.
It's my ears, yeah.
Like, man, I would die if I was just listening to nothing the whole time, but that makes more sense.
If you want, we can use a splitter and you can listen to mine.
No, I just... Yeah, no.
No, there's a rousing score, a fantasy score, and all kinds of good stuff.
You mean you don't like this little dee Spyro music?
No. I'm content for that to be in your ears alone.
It's not where I need to go.
We're finally here. Elin and Curl must be around here somewhere, and Jana too, if they gave her permission to leave. Ah, there they are. Are we killing these people? I can't remember what we're doing here, Sela. You let me know if you want us to kill these people. I can do that. Elin of the
Is that you walking
Houndheads.
around?
What?
Is that you walking around?
No, these people are approaching me
Oh, okay.
to talk. We'll see how it goes. Greetings, Sela, and greetings to you, Knight Commander. Sir Elin puts his hands behind his back and bows slightly, then he casts an inquisitive glance at you. He seems less friendly than he was the day you met at the Defender's Heart. Tim Madonna says, Rain of Eyeballs, that's what I want to see. Yeah, that was out of left field. I'm down for the Rain of Eyeballs. Jana puts her hands on her hips. She looks even more dashing than usual. Elon is feeling a little shy. He thought he asked for help from a couple nobodies like us, but now you've turned into the saviors of Canabras, Knights of the Fifth Crusade, marked by Yomede's blessing, and you still came to help him dig through a pile of junk, haha. Sela frowns a little. Let's not talk about it, I assure you. I'm the same Sela, your friend from the League of the Cart, and we came here to help you looking for Elin's ring. By the way, where's Curl? You didn't come with us? He said an old wound was acting up. Alright, my friends, since we're here, let's finish this mission quickly. I really don't feel comfortable bothering the Knight Commander with my personal problems.
What does this ring look like, and where should we look for it?
Last time I saw the ring, it was with my things in my traveling chest. Now the camp's in total disarray. I don't know how we'll ever find it.
Do you read out loud when you're by yourself?
Abso-freaking-lutely not.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I thought you were saying yes. I was like, really?
No, I don't. But for a stream, I want people to kind of be able to track along with what's going on. And some people, they're multitasking while they're watching a stream, doing other things, and so they're maybe just kind of half paying attention. Or it just, I think the theory is that it helps it be more engaging. I am so different when I play games by myself. I mean, I just stare with a dead face at the screen, and I'm just making choices and thinking. And things move a whole lot faster.
Yeah, I figured that. I figured you got through the games faster.
Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. All right. So let's see here. You can't miss it. Master Derek is not just a jeweler, he's an artist. There's no mistaking one of his creations. Okay. Tim O'Donnell says, y'all should switch headsets for 5 minutes. I'm good.
Yeah, I'd be fine. Peter would probably go crazy.
That could be some kind of milestone for next year. One of my boys, Asher, or no, it's Titus.
The upside down thing?
No, it's the fork on a plate. He's like.
So here's my thing. When I saw that, I was like, I don't want to listen to that.
He's not going to. No, he'll be the only one that hears it.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes
for my
more
son
sense.
Titus, during his live stream this next coming Friday, for one of his milestone unlocks, he has to listen to a fork scraping on a plate, which he hates that sound. Like even if someone at the dinner table accidentally does it for like just a second, he's like.
That's like a Franson thing. You know what I have trouble with?
What?
Nails on sheets.
Oh, yeah, that's weird.
And so if I hear nails on sheets or if my nails touch sheets, my instinct reaction...
Oh, is to lick your fingers.
Yes! I'm weird. John makes fun of me. He's like, that is one of the weirdest things that you do.
Is that because the idea is if your fingernails are wet, they won't make that sound?
Yeah, or like it's like the dryness, and then I'm like, I gotta take care of that. I don't know. I've done it since I was a kid.
Oh my God.
I can't stop doing it.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's funny. Yeah, I remember using that once just experimentally when I was really hot to see if I could cool myself down by scraping a metal spoon in a pot, because it would give me goosebumps and like chills, you know. And
that sounds like a terrible idea.
it is an interesting experience if you allow your body to get really hot and then do those things that make you kind of cringe and your hair stand on edge. It's an interesting sensation. It's not quite cooling you down, but it does kind of override the hotness for a few moments. It's interesting. I'll let you all try that out when you're bored and penniless at some point.
Figure out which thing drives you crazy.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong, Elan? Am I making you nervous?
The young knight is obviously embarrassed. I apologize. Jana is right. Much has changed since we met in Canabras. Some things for the better, some not at all. He stops short, apparently unwilling to elaborate.
All right, off we go.
Jana and I will look around the northern side. We'll see you when we find something, or when we give up trying. All right.
There is one of those guys.
Joel Nelson says, ElderAST, the crotchety old man who wanders through the senior living center, pantless, regaling the staff with lavish tales of his exploits from the 1400s. That's right. That's right. I do kind of, like the way I've played him...
Is he really pantless?
No. But that's just kind of how he's imagining him. When I've played this character in multiple video games, but also in 2 different tabletop D&D campaigns. And I explained to the other players that he may or may not be senile, and so you can feel free to treat him as though he is.
Created this character, and you have him carry over in different worlds and games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like your good friend then.
I'm very acquainted with ElderAST. I'm very acquainted with ElderAST.
Can we give him a nickname then?
That's not ElderAST?
Yeah.
Rasty?
I was maybe going to emphasize the elder part.
Oh, okay. Torn Flag of the Houndhearts, small but noble order of Crusaders.
Ooh, what's that?
You guys hear those crunchy boots? Gotta hear those crunchy boots. Yeah. When's the last time you think you stayed up all night? So like essentially close enough to 24 hours.
Night shift.
Really?
Yeah.
When's the last time you had night shift? Karyne used to be a labor and delivery nurse.
I don't know. Probably before Charlie or before Lydia.
So 4 or 5 years?
Yeah. Trying to think.
That must have been like you would. Did you try to nap during the day or before that? Okay.
I usually tried
Yeah.
to nap when the kids are napping, but it didn't really work out most days.
And so you were like working all night. Man, did your body adapt to that?
Yeah, but I think it screwed me up, and that's why I don't sleep great. But yeah, I don't know. You still get tired at work. That's just how it is. You're tired, and I think you all just kind of keep each other awake. It's a little bit like this. You start talking stupid stuff, and you tell dumb jokes. You guys, everyone thinks everything's funny at 3 a.m. You know? And it depends on what's going on too. I mean, if someone's having a baby, you're fine. You stay awake then.
Yeah.
It's when it's the slow nights. You're kind of like, I need something to happen right now.
Yeah. Tim O'Donnell says, I have trouble with vacuum suction sounds.
Oh. That seems like an excuse to get out of some work. I can't run the vacuum, honey. You
Tim,
gotta do it.
Can your wife confirm that, Tim? Let's see. Spider Dan says, twice in high school we pulled a 24-hour party. No one slept. Well, I think we crashed very early in the AM the first time. The next year we didn't sleep at all. Yeah, before I did this 24-hour charity marathon the first time in 2014, before then, the last time I had stayed up all night was in junior high for an all-nighter.
Really?
And I'm not even sure that I made it the whole night. I think I did. There was an all-nighter in high school, and I crashed before that night was done, even though I was hopped up on caffeine for a lot of it. But I think junior high, maybe.
I just did a sleepover with the 9th grade girls at our church in August, and I was all prepared to stay up all night because I just assumed they would. And then it was like 10:30, 11, and they were all like, oh, let's all get in our sleeping bags and beds. And I was like, okay. Like, I'm down with that. So
Nice.
then, like, they're all getting sleepy, and I'm like, well, I'm going to turn out the lights. And no one complained. And I got more sleep that night than I do on other nights.
Nice. Joel, if you're still watching the stream, you might have been at that all-nighter, because that would have been at St. Andrews. Yeah, that would have been at St. Andrews. And I seem to remember we were watching movies that night. I think they put The Rocketeer on at some point. And there was talk about painting the youth guy's bald head. He had mostly a bald head, I think. We were unkind to Tim. I don't think anybody did that, but I think there was talk about seeing if it could be pulled off, but it never happened. I don't remember that guy's name, Joel. Bless his heart, doing his best. Yeah, we got a robot in there. Just ignore it. I think it posts less if we ignore it. Adam Collins says... Oh, wait, no, hang on. Tim O'Donnell says... I used to stay up 24 hours all the time when working shift work, setting up and coming off of nights. Yeah, man. Hats off to you. Adam Collins says, in 44 years of life, I've never stayed up all night.
That's something that should be on your bucket list.
Maybe your kids will give you a reason at some point.
It's overrated, but you should still do it.
Joel Nelson confirms, I was there. It was a great night. There was talk of some shenanigans.
I mean, you gotta... It's not treating your youth pastor poorly to do those things. That's a form of bonding with your youth pastor. So.
I don't know if he would have seen it that way. He didn't always seem like he was super happy to be dealing with us. Maybe being
and
particular.
And he probably should not be a youth pastor, if that's the case.
Well, he wasn't. I mean, he was a volunteer. You know. That's why I say, bless his heart. Guy was a volunteer.
Still, if you're going to volunteer, you got to be prepared for those kinds of things.
All right, Quasit. This little demon guy says, a small Quasit demon emerges from the chest. It looks at you angrily, screwing up its ugly little face. It is holding a shiny object in its paws, a sparkling silver ring with a large blue-green jewel. It's mine! It's mine! Elon, look. Look at that creepy thing. What's it holding? I've seen one of those before. These small demons like to tease and bully, but it'll bolt if it senses any real threat. Let's surround it and attack all together before it can figure out what's hard. What happened? Kill it, people. Come on. Mine! The Quasit throws its paws in the air and splashes you with beams of color. You hear insolent giggling. The demon is jumping up and down, throwing the ring into the air and catching it. Mine! Mine! Do you need more length? I think.
Nope, I just got it tangled up with my headphones, that's all.
I think I have some length to spare. In fact, I totally do, Karyne. Let's give you some more
I don't need length.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Okay.
I could come sit on your lap.
No. Thank you for the offer. Elon, Jana. Silo glances at her friends, then turns to you. They're all right. They'll come around. They'll come around soon. Quickly, ElderAST, let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Oh, here's a topic we've talked about before.
So then why are you bringing it up?
Because we need to talk about it again. Any thoughts on Thanksgiving, where Thanksgiving would be this year? I think we're up for hosting. You guys have Norton Thanksgiving.
Yes, I will be the captain.
That's right. So off you go.
Yep.
And we will host Mom and Dad here and whoever else wants to come. Let's see. They're all right. They'll come around soon. Quickly, ElderAST, let's catch the little rascal before it runs off with the ring. Well, okay. Well, no, I'm going to loot this first. I'm not going to catch rascals without looting things. Oh, are these... What's up with you guys? Can I loot you? Oh, no, they're still alive. All right. Useless. All right, well... Oh, you loot this. Oh, wait, no. I meant to do the other one first. Okay. Very good.
How did you like the reading the Bible in a year thing with church this year?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
You didn't do it or you didn't like it?
I didn't like it. And, well, there's more still to be done. I mean, the year's not over.
I know. Well, but you're not doing it then.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh, you are doing it?
I'm doing it.
You just don't like it.
Yeah, no, I decided to, to make it kind of a gimmick on the podcast. So I report on my experience of doing it using the reading plan with a link to the reading plan for anybody that wants to do it along with me. So each week I report on, kind of like I did a few years ago with my weight loss thing. And I think that I just don't want to read the Bible through like that at that pace. I want to take my own pace. And I don't want basically like a curriculum that's decided for me. I years ago, I was doing something, I think this was maybe even before we had Asher, but I made a copy of a Bible of the Year, like Bible in the Year reading plan, and it had a bunch of check boxes next to it, and I copied that. And what I did was I kept that in my Bible that I was reading, and I would check off chapters as I read them, but I would bounce around wherever I was interested. And so that way I could track what parts of the Bible I'd read, what parts I hadn't.
Yeah. So
I could track when I had finished reading the whole Bible. And I understand the value in the reading plan they have. They're kind of, taking us through genre, and, there's intentionality in it. But with the pace that it's at, I always want to ask more questions than I feel like the reading plan allows for.
You're good.
She almost died off of a cliff, but she remembered that she can glide. So everything's under control. There's not a problem going on here.
It's like when you're driving with someone and they gasp.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Do I need to slam on the brakes?
Yeah. So, I don't see myself doing that again. I think I would like to read through the Bible again in my life, more than once.
Yeah.
But just approach it differently.
Have you not done it before?
Yes, but the last time was in high school.
Yeah.
And then I came close that time that I told you about. I didn't quite finish it. I probably got 3/4 or 2/3 of the way through reading the whole Bible, checking those boxes.
Yeah.
Before I finished up. And I think even that was more useful because the kind of stuff I was skipping was stuff that, like, you don't read, you study, like Leviticus. You don't read Leviticus, I don't think. I mean, you can, and you can maybe get some things from it, but Leviticus is a book that you study, and that's where its richness comes out.
Is that my phone? That's my phone. Yeah, I think, I feel that way about a lot of books, which is why reading through the Bible in a year is not my favorite thing. But I was frustrated. I might have told you this because last year I started reading through the Bible chronologically in a year.
Oh.
And I knew my plan was never to actually do it in a year because I knew I was going to do women's Bible study stuff. And whenever I do women's Bible study, I kind of have to either slow down what I'm doing on my own or pause what I'm doing on my own. 'Cause there's a lot of homework in women's Bible study groups. So I knew I wouldn't make it through it in exactly a year. And I started like end of January. So I wasn't like aiming for an exact year. And then in like June or July, when I found out the next year we were going to be doing it as a church, I was like, well, now what do I do? Do I stop? Do I start again?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm not going to do it 2 years in a row. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I guess I'll stop. And then I'd heard that they were going through it chronologically. I'm like, perfect. That's what I'm doing. So I'll just, pick up kind of where I left off.
Oh, yeah.
And take it at a slower pace because I'm ahead. But then I was like, we're not doing it chronologically. And so now it's screwed up everything. And so I lost a lot of my motivation to like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So I haven't been doing it the way the church has been doing it.
Okay.
I've been doing it, finishing up my way, but then because it's not the same as theirs, I just haven't been motivated to really
Yeah.
do it with the same consistency.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, I missed the rocket. That's what I needed.
And man, we're starting now with the reading plan, as I thought was probably going to be the case, through our third time through the Psalms. And in terms of the content for a single session of reading, I am grateful to have some Psalms in there, but
I liked it better when it was Old Testament. Like, then you kind of needed that break. Whereas now in the New Testament...
Yeah, I don't feel like I need it. You're right.
Yeah, John and the boys aren't reading through the Psalms anymore, just because, especially for the boys, it's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
And
I'm kind of skimming them now.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like that's one that I would probably, if I felt, sometimes I get kind of legalistic about stuff and I don't feel like I can check it off unless I actually did it. That's one that I would probably just stick on audio and come back or listen to it when I...
How's my chewing? Is it meeting expectations?
Yeah, it's good.
How about for you guys? Yeah? Working for you? Is that soothing for anyone?
Oh, I don't think I can get there. There's got to be another way.
Let's see here. Joel Nelson says, I may not have said much today, but I've been with you from the start. Well, thank you so much, Joel. I've noticed you throughout, so yeah. It's been great to have you. I know you do have to go at some point because you got early morning. Spider Dan says, Joel Nelson then adds, I've noticed when Karyne's around, you use your voice acting less. It's as if you don't want her to hear how weird you are.
Yeah.
But she already knows.
Yeah. I do know. But he also knows that it probably irritates me a little bit. And so he might tone it down for my sake, which I appreciate.
I don't know. Or maybe I'm a little self-conscious. I think that what's probably consistent with every time Karyne joins a marathon is I'm past my peak of energy, too. So I'm not going to be performing with as much gusto. And I get into it. There's a different vibe with Karyne here. It's just
cooler vibe.
It's very cool. It's just you can't deny the coolness of Karyne. Yeah. Let's see here. Owen Spider Dan says, I've been reading through the Old Testament and I find it very dry, to be honest. Oh, sure. That doesn't surprise me at all. It's very historical, and that's why I think so many of those books, I mean, ultimately, every book of the Bible is best experienced if you study it at some point. But just from a straight reading standpoint, there's so much weird culture stuff that's hard to get through and apply just from a surface reading. At least in the New Testament, there'll be some things you don't understand here and there, but most of it is, like the instruction on how to live, and there's just it's just more straightforward in a lot of ways. There's a lot more that's easy to apply on a surface reading, I should say. Which
is one thing that bothered me. I feel like they had us go through the Old Testament so quickly, and the New Testament has been slowed down more with shorter sections.
Oh, has it? I hadn't noticed.
That's how it feels.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. What was that one time there was like 10 chapters in one day?
In the Old Testament?
I was like, is this a mistake?
Yeah, there was one that was pretty long. I don't remember.
I don't know if it was like chronologies. What's the word I'm looking for? It was like, really? Yeah. I would really like them to get it put on the Bible in a Year app, so that people can set it up on their phones to read and read together as a group to be held accountable and that sort of thing. I was trying to do that because they wanted the high school group reading it. And so I was trying to find it on the Year in the Bible app, because when you have a group on there, you can like leave questions and comments that others can see. It's just a little more interactive. It's better for like a Bible study group. They didn't have that exact reading plan. They've got a million reading plans on the Bible app, the U version, whatever it's called, but not that one. So I found one that was similar, and I almost set it up for the girls, and then I realized Sam pointed out to me it was wrong. Oh well.
Oh well.
None of them are reading it anyway. They're in high school, so they're not reading it.
Tim O'Donnell says, I must be weird. I really like the Old Testament. Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I like it. I remember when... Oh, somebody just hit me because I wasn't paying attention. I remember when we got married, John... I just didn't want that 1 Corinthians 13 passage read at our wedding. I was like...
Oh, the love one.
Everyone reads it at a wedding, and this isn't even for couples. It's just for people in general.
You're like Ezra for me, baby.
So, well, I said I wanted something other than that, and John said Old Testament, and I was like, we don't need to do Old Testament. Well, Bob Fox, of course, was like, yeah. So he did Micah 6:8.
Bob Fox is the founding pastor of our church.
Yeah. So that's how we ended up with an Old Testament scripture. John put on a thing for the boys on YouTube, Dude Perfect. Have you ever watched any of their stuff? Mm-mm. There are some Christian guys who do funny stuff. Okay. And today it was like wedding stereotypes. Okay. And so it had like when the pastor reads really awkward scripture, and so it was talking about like
Song of Solomon or something.
When the girl like put the tent peg through the guy's head.
Oh yeah.
Not that that's ever read at a wedding, but that was the example.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So it was just kind of funny. Like I was like, this is pretty funny. Like,
yeah. Nice.
I could see myself watching their stuff more.
Sorry guys, I haven't been reading very faithfully. I've kind of been giving up on the reading a little bit. I'm just enjoying Karyne being here. I'm a little bit... I don't really want to read that much while Karynne's here.
I don't want to listen to you read either. So.
Okay, I think it's time to switch to a different game then. Let's finish this side quest, and then I'll get to...
I just realized my headphones.
I know what I want to switch to. I thought about starting with this game anyway while Karyne was here. I totally know what I want to switch to, and it'll be a much
not
easier...
one of the scary ones.
No. I don't like scary games. I can't handle them.
There was one year that you're like, this is when I pull out at 3 a.m. I gotta pull out the ones that have things jump at me.
That's how I used to, like early on, that's how I used to handle it. But really, as soon as I realized that I didn't have to play those kinds of games to get through the final hours, I stopped as soon as I could. It's horrible. It's horrible. My gosh. Now people have to, like, donate certain amounts or, like...
For you to play those?
For me to play that kind of crap. I mean, my gosh. It's just, it's too much. I love horror movies.
Yeah, you do.
But there's something about... there's something about having agency, I think, and, like, pushing the button to walk into that dark hallway. And I'm like, I can't do it. I can't
When's the last time you watched The Ring?
It's been a long time. Probably...
I wonder if it holds up still.
I don't know.
It's been a long time.
I haven't seen the new one either, like called Rings. Yeah. Have you seen that, Rings? No? But you kind of realize that's not good for you, so you need to stay away from those kinds of movies?
Well, I guess I don't know if that's the right... What is that? Oh. I'll just have dreams and stuff afterwards. So if I don't mind having dreams, you know... Like that one you made me watch.
Color Out of Space with Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
Probably the most unsettling horror movie I've ever seen.
Yes. And you were so mad at me.
I was, because she was... I think I talked about this on the podcast a little bit. She was laughing, like during. I don't want to give spoilers, but there's some really intense stuff there, some dark stuff that happens that I think parents, in particular, parents of young children, would find very unsettling. And she was like laughing at parts of the movie that I found really unsettling, and I just thought, what's wrong with me that I guess I thought this movie was really unsettling, and it's clearly just like ridiculous to her, you know?
It's unsettling to the point where it's ridiculous, but it is unsettling.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had dreams, like I would close my eyes and I would see images from that movie. Mm-hmm. I remember for probably 2 months straight, like, we put our kids to bed on one side of the house and our bedroom's on the other, and so I have to turn out all the lights.
Let's just refer to what you're going to describe as the fusion.
Yeah, I was going to say.
The fusion. We'll just call it the fusion.
Oh, you remember? Did I tell you this?
Yes, you told me about this. Oh. But if you've seen Colorado Space, there is a fusion that happens in that that's very disturbing. And
so when I would walk from their room to our room and turn off all the lights, that last little bit right by the front door, I just always saw that right by the front door.
You would see the fusion.
Yes, just sitting there.
Oh my God.
And so I'd have to kind of look away. So yeah, it's disturbing.
Yeah.
And
it's messed up.
It's not a go-to movie like genre for me, for sure.
Yeah.
I have to have a reason to watch it.
Well, I think I experienced maybe a little bit of what you did when I watched a movie that I talked about briefly on the podcast recently called Crimes of the Future, which I don't know who I would recommend that movie to. So this is not me saying, hey, this is worth watching. You can listen to the most recent episode of the podcast to get more of my thoughts on it. But there was this apparatus that characters were sitting in this future world that involved biological technology more than like metal and plastic technology. It was like grown type of technology that people were using. And they were sitting in this chair that looked organic and was kind of wobbling back and forth. And they would always sit in this chair and the chair would feed them food. And the chair looked like it was broken or not working right, but it was functioning correctly. I could tell from watching the movie, this is how it's supposed to look, how it's supposed to move and doing what it's supposed to do. But it looked so bizarre to the point where, like, I was close to laughing. You know what I mean? Because it was like, this is so weird. I don't know what to make of this, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think that when you're dealing with Lovecraftian horror, and by that specifically I mean...
Oh, was that it?
Well, Lovecraftian, specifically the type of Lovecraftian horror that is about the fear of the unknown. This like unknown strangeness that is not described. It doesn't seem to have a reason, or there's a weirdness and unknownness to it, and your mind doesn't know what to make of it. And it's the sweet spot is right before it, I think, becomes comical, where it's just like, this is so weird, and you just don't know how to process what you're seeing, you know. And then it stays with you, you know. Yeah. I think the Crimes of the Future wobbly chair was just a hair into comical, and so it didn't stay with me and unsettle me.
Yeah.
But man, it was weird. It was weird. Let's see here.
Yeah, I think I just it made a whole lot of sense to me when you said that he committed suicide, and like he just seemed like a very disturbed individual.
Oh. Lovecraft?
Yeah.
I don't know that he committed suicide. Did he?
I thought you told me he did.
He had some major problems.
Okay.
If he didn't commit suicide, I think the guy who created Conan definitely did.
Oh.
Who was a contemporary, I believe, of H.P. Lovecraft. But Lovecraft, I think he died of some kind of disease or condition, or I don't know. Somebody can Google that and let us know in chat if you really want to. But he definitely seemed to be a disturbed guy. Like he was a haunted dude, you know. Let's see. Oh man, I don't want to read all that.
I told you, right, that I listened to your...
From Beyond?
Yeah.
Did you?
But it was back when, because I asked you, I was like, this, I've already listened to this.
You had a plane trip or something, and I gave it to you before that.
Yeah, I was staying at Janae's house, our sister.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
In her basement. And this was after John left, so it was just me at night.
Oh, okay.
Listening to
Okay.
this. And I was like, why am I listening
Yeah.
to this right in the basement, an unfamiliar basement?
Was it? I mean, it's your brother, though, so was it creepy at all, or not?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
just, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. What'd you think of those?
I don't want to think about
them. Let's see here. Oh, gosh, that's a lot of text.
I thought you were changing games.
I'm trying to. I gotta get this quest done. I guess I could just kill it and play this quest again some other time.
Wow.
Well, no, I want to
Sounds
finish
like a
because
waste later.
depending on when you leave, I might come back to this at some point if it's not too tired. So let me, and this is just a side quest. I just want the XP. So, that sounds like a good response. What's the point in dwelling on things we can't change? I don't even know what she says, but this is an appropriate ElderAST response. I have this power, and I'll use it as I see fit.
I think you're way behind on your chat.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I feel like
You might have missed some up there.
Joel Nelson just says cancer of the small intestine. So I mean, hang on.
Oh, that's how he died, probably.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was just like, why are you just randomly putting cancer of the small intestine in the chat?
Yeah. It wasn't randomly.
No, this was solicited information. Okay, cancer of the small intestine, yeah. And then Spider Dan says, man, I must be a real sissy because I looked up all these movies you've mentioned and you couldn't pay me to watch these,
I mean,
LOL.
I only watched them for my brother's sake, so...
Joel Nelson says, horror movies are hilarious. They are so ridiculous, they make me laugh. I love watching them.
Oh, I'm glad that he
Yeah.
laughs, too.
Man, are you watching the same ones I'm watching? I don't, like, there's a lot of horror movies I don't watch. Anytime there's like a slasher killer, I think a lot of horror movies, maybe more than half of them.
Did you ever watch, like, Jeepers Creepers or Final Destination?
I did like
those
Jeepers Creepers.
ones?
I like the first one and the second one to some degree, but after that, very
I
sad.
think I only saw the first one.
I think of us when I watch the Jeepers Creepers.
Why?
Because it's a brother and sister, and they're like they're like college age, and they're on a road trip coming back from school to visit to
It's
go
not a very
home.
happy ending for us. Then.
It's not. It's not. But I mean, I think of them ribbing each other, and but still loving each other, and it's just dynamic. I was like, I can relate to that,
Yeah. Ugh.
I did have that road trip with Janaea too last summer.
Oh, yeah.
But she's not a ribber like you are, and I am. She's a more gentle soul.
But she always poked you.
Oh,
in the
yes,
ribs.
she does
She
poke.
was a
Yes,
physical
she's-
ribber
yeah,
when we were growing up.
That's true. That's true.
Oh no! I just fell and died. Dang it!
All right. Forgive me for wasting your time. Great. Let's go back. I'd like to talk to you about it later. I have a lot to think about. Okay, great. We can talk about it later. But we're looting and then getting out of here. What is this? Ooh, demonic heart. That sounds valuable. I'm sure I can cook something up with that. Yeah, it looks like we've probably checked out this whole area. Oh, this is helpful, Karyne.
What?
Just you being here. It's 8:30. Like 9 o'clock will be here before we know it, and that's well into the night. That's helping the time
Is
go
it?
by. I feel like it. Well, when you've been doing this since 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. All right. Yeah, I don't like... now, Joel, you may laugh at the horror movies that I watch, too, but I really only like horror movies that 100% lean into trying to scare you. I don't want them giving me their comic relief. I don't want relief at any time. I want it to be unsettling almost the entire time, if not the entire time, you know? And too many horror movies, I think, have comedic elements in them that I'm just like, I'm not into this. Or there are movies where you're kind of rooting for the villain, like Freddy and Jason and that stuff. I'm like, I'm not interested in this. Okay. So, we're switching it up. I'm doing something I've never done on a live stream before. Ever, I'm going to say. Here we go.
How do I get up there?
For more chat about geek entertainment, answers to your questions, and news from the wider world of Christian geekery, get the Christian Geek Central podcast today on iTunes and other podcast services.